The Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, per usual, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. And we got Archer here again. How we doing today, boys?
Doing all right. Just woke up watching some World Junior Championships. Got a physical game going on between the Finns and the Czechs. Going 1-0 for our Czechs to the third period. Pretty hard hitting affair. Finn's got a guy ejected 1 minute into the game for a nasty cross check right to a Czech throat. So hopefully that comes through. Was cheering against the Germans today with Sweden. Won a lot of goals. Got that 9-goal game there. And speaking of cheering against teams that I like, last night the 49ers came through as well. It was for the first time all year, I think. I was cheering against the Bears pretty heavily, and that was a hell of a game. I mean, sloppy football, but two great offensive minds just going at it against bad defenses. So in that respect, it was very fun to watch and a great result. Hockey was okay yesterday as well, especially with the Penguins dominating the Blackhawks. Expect more of the same tomorrow from Sean's Islanders. And didn't sleep much again last night, but that's none of your business. We're doing all right here. How you doing, Sean?
Thriving today. Exciting days.
As usual.
It's great. You know, it's great. It's fucking downpouring outside. I'm like,
you're like taking over as the school.
I'm comfy. Yeah, I'm fucking.
That's hard to do.
Outside, bad fucking vibes. You know, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, cold and rain is the worst part. It's like you're living in Seattle or something up there.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck Seattle.
Right there.
Let's not go that far.
Yeah, good to hear those boys in the World Juniors. They're finishing their checks. Would you say they're finishing their checks there, Joel?
Yes, they were.
Hockey was decent last night. Red Wings came out for me. Penguins is a big bet. Flyers could not get much going there in Seattle. Do you know Philip Grubauer's save percentage is like .915 this year?
Yeah, he's been on fire.
I don't know, but him and Decourt have both been great for the Kraken. So I mean, I always assume he hasn't been that good, and he looked great last night.
Natural assumption.
Yeah, he looked great last night against the Flyers there. I also assume that everyone that listening is subscribed to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on YouTube, but I'm probably wrong there too. So make sure you go subscribe there, like the video, leave some comments, leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify here. No puck bucks to go over because we talked 24 hours ago for tonight's games. We're going to go over a 5-game slate for Tuesday, look at some future stuff, and look back at some of our more memorable bets of the year. Hopefully more wins than losses there. Anything guys touch on here before we go into the games?
The Chinnikov trade? Yeah, did you see the return?
I took a nap after work, so I didn't see anything.
It was Danton Heinen a second and a fourth. I don't remember what years. But
second and third, wasn't it?
Second and fourth. So.
Yes. Yeah.
Still, I thought that was pretty good considering the guy wanted out for so long and Dubas came in. I thought he'd make a good deal, but that's a significant amount to give up for a middle six player. Like, he's got a good shot. He's a nice scorer, but I don't know. I thought that some team would be able to get him for less considering the circumstances. But I was ready to cheer on Dubas, but no, that's about fair, I think.
Yeah, what's Heinen's contract? Because Chernakov didn't look that great.
Like that, $2 million, something like that.
So
very cheap. He's like a third or fourth line grinder kind of player.
Yeah, 2.25. This is his final season, so
poor Bruin.
Yeah, not sure why they gave up that much for him, but we'll see if maybe Pittsburgh just ends up flipping him for another asset or something. You've seen teams do that in the past.
Well, that'll depend on how well they're doing the next couple months.
Not well.
The trade deadline, right?
They're not going to be doing well.
No, well, we think not, but we didn't think they'd be doing well 3 months into the season.
That's true.
I
That's very
did.
true. Very true.
Me and Dilly. Give
Yeah,
them some more credit. Hey, I didn't think they'd be that bad. I think they'd be the worst team in the league.
I thought they'd be awful. Yeah. All right. Let's start off Tuesday's slate at 7 p.m. Got the Carolina Hurricanes minus 125 at the Pittsburgh Penguins plus 105 over 5.5, minus 135 under 5.5 plus 114. Joel, start us off.
Let's start us off with the typical Joel brain farts. Who are the Hurricanes playing tonight again?
Rangers.
The Rangers, right? So they're on the back-to-back, but they're at home here, and then they go up to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, a pretty good performance there in Chicago, but that was a horrible spot for the Blackhawks, and they just rolled them easily with Blackhawks after that big win in Dallas, coming back home, missing their best players. It was never going to be a tough affair for the Penguins, but this certainly will be. Hurricanes, of course, one of the better teams in the league. No news there. Minus 125 even on the back-to-back, and we always talk about how the Hurricanes have a winning record on back-to-backs for the past couple of years. So I like the Canes here again. It doesn't matter which goalie is going to be playing this one. And minus 125, you seldom get numbers like that against a non-playoff team, which the Penguins almost certainly will be. I'll stand by that at least. Give me the Hurricanes here, 20 bucks at minus 125. And I'll take the over 6, whatever that number is, for 15 bucks, probably minus 110. It's like a normal line.
There's a minus 110, 115, and 120. We'll go with 110.
Minus 135 is about equal to the minus 115 at least.
All right,
so
go with that.
Yeah, it's whatever. 20 bucks and over 5.5. The juice.
Oh, all right.
If that's the line we're using, might as well use that.
All right.
Yeah, you get rid of the hook. So I think it's Boosie tonight in New York. So it should be anywhere in between Kachekov and Anderson. And
I think Kachekov is still out.
Is he out? He's back out. I don't know with that guy. Anyways, I'll take the
Kane's goaltending in general is always a mystery.
Yeah. Somehow Brandon Boosie is a good goalie. So I'll take the Canes in the over for the same reasons as Joel. Can't really change it too much.
How many bucks on each? 15?
15.
Your classic, yeah.
Just gonna do a flat 15er.
Yeah, starting it with 3 consensus plays here. I'm on both of them for 25 and 27 to win 20 on both of them. Yeah, just way too low of a line here. I feel like Canes 2-1 on back-to-backs this season, but they'll get there. Still have those injuries though that are a bit wary, but yeah, Erik Karlsson didn't practice on today because of an injury. Malkin is still out for Pittsburgh, and I just don't think they're a very good team. So see a lot of goals here, a lot of Hurricanes goals to start off the slate. Okay, down to 7 p.m. Again, got the New Jersey Devils at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Both teams are at minus 110. Under 6.5, minus 135. Over 6.5, plus 114. Arch, what do you got?
Is this the Keefe revenge game, right? Yeah, Keefe. For the Devils, I'm thinking here. I remember head coaches sometimes. Some of them aren't all fat and white and bald. So, anyways, I'll take the Devils. Much better team playing on the road. For the total, I got nothing. Could go over, could go under. So, because actually, I think the under. Devils aren't really scoring a lot in their last 4 or 5 since Jack Hughes come back, which is weird. You would think the opposite. So I'll take the under 6.5, and Devils for 15 each.
I neglected to mention the last podcast, but the Leafs actually fired their assistant coach in Mark Savard, and he was in charge of the power play, which has been absolutely atrocious. So you could say it's a long time coming, even if you don't see assistant coaches being fired that often in season. But that's what happened, and their power play absolutely lit up the Senators. I'm not sure if it's because the Senators' PK is so brutal. It's one of the worst in the league, or the Leafs actually found something. But Austin Matthews looked a lot better in the weekend as well. So at least maybe turn the corner a little bit after the little break. The new coach behind the bench. But that said, the Devils are still a much stronger team. Jack Hughes back now. They can finally score some goals. So I'll take the road team here at -110. Give me 20 puck bucks on the Devils. The revenge coach angle is meaningless. I don't think. I think the Leafs have a winning record
shot angle
since he's been the Devils coach. Just give me the Devils here. Leafs are still a bad team. Devils have a much higher ceiling, even in the regular season. So I'll take the Devils, and I would agree with you on the under 6.5. It's a juicy number, and I'm wary now if the Leafs suddenly found something with the power play. And so I'll just take the Devils money line.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take the Devils here as well. Agreeing with you guys. 22 puck bucks on that. Third game in 4 nights for Toronto. They were at home, went to Detroit, now back at home. Devils, this is the first of a 2-game road trip for them. So, looking at those away teams going on those business trips, like you guys said, better team overall. 10-9 on the road. So, been just as good as at home as on the road here. So Devils -110 for 22. Total, nothing too strong. I think I would take this over at the +114 if I had to take either way, but I'm not going to be putting any puck bucks on that. Okay, down to 7 o'clock again here. I got the Montreal Canadiens +124 at the Florida Panthers -148. Under 6.5 -130, over 6.5 +110. They're loving these juicy totals here at DraftKings for Tuesday. You got Bobrovsky starting tonight against the Capitals. So it'll be Tarasov tomorrow against Montembeault for the Canadiens. It looks like here, which screams over to me. Over 6.5 +110. Panthers have been playing a lot of high scoring games recently. Canadians, they can score. They've been allowing goals as well. So that's my first there. Possibly only play, but definitely the strongest play on the over 6.5 +110 for 20 puck bucks. Let me do some quick search as to what the Panthers are with no days off this season. 1-3-0. They've allowed 16 goals in those 4 games. Going to be Tarasov. Montreal's already down there in Florida from playing Tampa Bay. That was a tough loss and a shootout for them. Outshot Tampa. So, give me the Habs here as well. +124 for 20 puck bucks.
Yeah, big wild card there at Montembeault. First game since early December, since Fowler got that call up. He was atrocious, of course, the first couple months of the season. Maybe found something since then. He was a new lease on life, getting back in the net, but I don't buy it. So I'm totally in agreement with you on the over 6.5. Give me 20 puck bucks on that. Already bet that. For the side, I bet the Panthers tonight. I'm not so sure about winning both games. We'll have to see what happens. I did bet the Panthers over 96.5 points at even money today, hoping to middle that thing between 106.5 under 101.5. Hopefully they finish 97 to 101 points. That'd be very nice, but that's what I did. I think the Panthers are going to have a very strong second half of the season, but I'll stay away from the side here on this one.
I'm going to stay away from this game. I don't really have any too strong takes because Panthers are playing on the back-to-back. I don't really trust Canadians too much right now. They're in play good one game, play bad the next. So I don't have a good read on Montreal right now, so I'm going to take a pass on this game, personally. Also, right. Smitty's asking about your haircut there, old Joel. He's asking, when did you get that good-looking haircut, stud?
Before Christmas. Finally got out of the house and endured society. Barber's like, I haven't seen you in ages because, I was shaving my head for a while and I was hospitalized and just lying comatose in bed. Yeah, here I am. Like Brock Purdy doing the Dougie.
And this is the Panthers' last game before the Winter Classic, so they probably have a bunch of family and people in town. So even worse on the holiday home team angle there. Okay, we are
Winter Classic in Florida.
Winter Classic. It's half
Friday
beach,
night.
half beach, half snow theme. Can't wait to watch it on Friday night. All right, we're brought to you by Kalshi, a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. All states, you can trade tons of markets in sports, including NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, and more. Plus, you can even trade props like first touchdowns. Besides sports, they have tons of other markets, including politics, entertainment, and even the weather. At Kalshi, you can trade anything. New Kalshi customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. Underdog has you covered this holiday season with Underdog Unwrapped. You'll unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. All right, down here at 8:30, got the New York Islanders minus 155 at the Chicago Blackhawks plus 130. Over 5.5 is minus 125. Under 5.5 plus 105. Arch, what you got for your Isles here?
Big game here for the Islanders. Hopefully Sorokin comes back for it. I don't actually really get this line. I think I saw it open up way earlier, like minus 125. So big line movement to the Isles. Still don't think it's enough. I think there's a big discrepancy between these teams. I'll take the Islanders for 30 bucks. I think it'll even get higher if Sorokin gets confirmed too. It's just an easy CLV bet. I think.
Yeah, you're right. The line certainly went the Isles' way, and I'll do 20 bucks on the Isles money line. I already mentioned the Blackhawks are pitiful now, missing two best players, and I think it could be more of the same from what we saw on Sunday with the Penguins utterly dominating them. And we'll also do 10 bucks on the minus 1.5. I think the Hawks are certainly on blowout watch in a lot of these games until they get their Frank Desar and Connor Bedard back. Spencer Knight is not quite as good as he played in the first couple months of the season. And Soderblom is certainly not it either. So love the Isles here on the puck line and the money line.
Yeah, copying those bets. Islanders money line for 30. Islanders puck line at plus 170 for 10. Bo Horvat came back for last game, maybe 2 games ago, for the Isles. Tough loss for them in Columbus there. But Chicago, looking at their past losses, 7-3 to Pittsburgh. They weren't in that one at all. 3-1 to the Flyers, 6-4, 4-1, 3-2, 4-0, like a bunch of blowout games. So hopefully we get a few Schaefer points, get a Islanders big win here on the road.
Ooh, Schaefer points. Do we want to do this now or what?
Wait.
We'll do it after. We'll go through the slate here, and then we'll go through the future.
One more game, I think, right?
We got one more game here at the Philadelphia Flyers minus 125 at the Vancouver Canucks plus 105. Game is at 10 o'clock. Total is 5.5. Both the over and the under are at minus 110. Joel, I'll let you take this one.
Sure, yeah. Canucks playing tonight in Seattle. I think it's Lankin in that. I think we talked about that yesterday. I didn't actually look today. So Demko here for Vancouver. But, they're playing a divisional opponent tonight. Seattle, they'll really want to win that one at least. And then come back home to play the Flyers, who got low-key embarrassed by the Kraken on Sunday. I think the Flyers bounce back and win this game. What are you laughing at?
Nah, that's just funny.
Yeah, I'm a funny guy. Everyone says so. Give me the Flyers here. 20 bucks. I think this line goes up pretty significantly, even with Demko in it for the Canucks. Flyers. Nobody's talking about them. Even I had to add some talk at 33-1.
There we go.
At some point, if they keep playing like this, people are gonna recognize. Wait, what? The Flyers are in the playoffs. At that point, that's when the line will go down. Do you see Liddy Ruff? I know we're not doing future stuff.
Yeah, you shoot up the fucking noise.
No.
Yeah,
14-1. No, come on.
I think I saw him 9-1 somewhere too.
9-1 FanDuel. It looks like
it just takes a few max bets, and those awards markets go haywire. Lindy Ruff is getting hammered. I could see the same thing happening with Rick Tocchet if they win a few games in a row.
Who isn't going to hammer during the holidays, though? Come on.
Me.
As he takes this way.
Archer, it's your turn.
Sorry.
You're acting like Billy here.
I get distracted. Caught me on the spot here. I had to think. I think I like the Flyers in this game. I don't really trust the Canucks. Actually, better team. I like this angle. I'll take the Flyers for 15 bucks. I'm a little place.
Tocchet's return to Vancouver. I should have mentioned that.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of an angle why they're going to play Demko. You foresee the.
Oh yeah, it's
whatever,
the
so.
under. You know what? Put me now for 15 puck bucks and at 5.5 as well. We got Tocchet versus the Tocchet disciple. I know the Canucks haven't really been an under team this year, but with Demko in net, they're both going to be like, we're going to be playing physically, defensively, with good goaltending. I like the under as well.
Okay. How many puck bucks on that, Joel?
15.
15 on that. And you said 15 on the Flyers, Arch?
Yes.
All right, I'll relay that to the intern there. Yeah, got the Flyers here. Minus 125 for 25 puck bucks. Yeah, low-key embarrassed, like Joel said, in Seattle. They played well. They had much of the better play, more expected goals. Outshot them 32-18. Power play went 0 for 3 there, so that was a big decider. But yeah, Vancouver on the back-to-back. Rick Tocchet, revenge game. They beat them 5-2 at home. It was a tough spot for Vancouver, but I think here in his return to Vancouver on this road trip, which is historically awful for the Flyers. They always go away after Christmas into the new year. They got Disney on Ice here in town. It's always a Disney on Ice trip. Haunts the Flyers. So we'll see if they're able to get a win here before, because they play back-to-back on Wednesday in Calgary. So need this
Disney
win
on
here.
Ice angle.
Minus 125. Yeah. Disney on Ice out at the Farg. Yeah, it's a hot ticket. All right, that's the 5-game slate there for Tuesday, December 30th. Let me flash these puck bucks up here on the screen. I mean, we can pretty much just show one of our columns. I think we all took
circle jerk of all circles.
we all took mostly the same plays here. Yeah, Carolina, Devils, Montreal, Islanders, and the Flyers. That's clean sweep of at least 2 perfect consensus plays. Archer held out on the Canadians over there, but yeah, there's a puck bucks there at the 22-minute mark of the YouTube video here. Okay, I got some future stuff to touch on now. Arch, you want to start with Calder? You want to start with Vezina? Where do you have your most interesting takes at?
Interesting. Depends who you're asking, really, because some people
you're always talking about them. So here's your
I'll go to the Calder, because having a conversation in the deep dive about Schaefer and what he needs to do to win, and it was mentioned that he doesn't think that he needs points, but I think he needs to, because you really can't win this award if someone's going to try to go for 60 or 69, 70 points like Ivan Demidov's on pace for right now. I think he's a great bet. I mean, I love Schaefer. I hope he wins, but I think pretty much it's these two 100% of the way. I don't think Seneca is going to get there in the end, or Wallstead. I don't understand his fucking number. That's fucking stupid. What, is he going to play 40 games? Play half of the Calder winner? I doubt it. So I think for right now, Schaefer's kind of a vulnerable favorite. I think he's not quite strong enough for it yet. Because I watch him play a lot, and he does this one move where he can get in behind the defense, take it to the net, but he just can't finish around it. It's just I've seen it over and over again. It's like he's just he's still a fresh 18-year-old. He still has a high schooler body, not a 19 or 20-year-old's body that's more conditioned against that. I don't think he's slowed down. I don't think anything's bad about him. I just think he's just not going to get there in points. Yes, the power play it's better for the Isles, but not good enough. Nobody's really scoring on it. It's I would say that's my strongest take right now. I think it's those two 100% of the way, but I don't have. Some people think he's going to make Team Canada. I don't think they'll make him go there. I think he needs that rest too if he does go.
Yeah, I don't think he'll make Team Canada. They have their 7 returning from the Four Nations and other guys that are healthy or stepped up. But speaking of being healthy, I mean, with all these teams targeting Schaefer, that kind of has to be a little bit wary there. With the knee on knee Marchman had last night, and Barzal came back and got ejected for the slash on that. And yeah, I didn't realize that both Seneca and Demidov are clear of him by 5 and 8 points. So it might be worth but I'm not sure. Is it just Demidov then at 3-1? Is that the best look?
I wouldn't bet Seneca at this point.
I wouldn't either. I'm trying to look down the board. Like, there's no one. Ryan Leonard, if he goes on a tear, but he was hurt for a bit.
Joel is awfully silent for his Demidov guy.
I'm just listening. I'll provide my take after you guys are done.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I think Schaefer is the rightful favorite. It might be getting a bit long if you get to minus 200 or longer, but As long as if he's healthy the full year, I think he wins it.
That's it. I mean, he's not a vulnerable favorite at all. I'm pretty close to betting Schaefer myself now. Like he doesn't need to be close in terms of points. Like he's got all the narrative. Everybody's only talking about Schaefer. Demidov would have to go absolutely nuclear, and it doesn't look like he's getting enough production or the minutes in Montreal. And it's not the Calder isn't in terms of team success, which would actually help Schaefer because the Islanders probably finish ahead of the Canadians in the standings anyway. And I think there is a chance that Schaefer makes Team Canada. I know that's not historically the way that Team Canada runs things. They typically choose the proven vets. But I think that he should be. I mean, in terms of like Dom's model, he's the third best Canadian defenseman in terms of net rating this year. And he should be on that team. But even if he's not, I think that it's basically just his health. Like we always talked, or earlier in the season, we talked about how he didn't finish. He only played like 17 games last year, and
he had the broken clavicle.
Yeah, but he seems fine to me. Sure, teams are targeting him more, which makes him less effective. But he's still great offensively. Nobody looking at the Calder is looking at how great he is defensively. They're just looking at how much he pushes things up the ice, makes those brilliant plays, and it's the fact that he's 2 years younger, right, or 1.5 years younger than Demidov is a big deal.
He's fresh 18-year-old.
He's Canadian. That helps. That helps.
Yeah, but Demidov is a likable Russian, Oh,
of course, yeah. The Russian angle isn't much of a thing anymore. Ever since Trump took office, the Russians have. No, it's true. Like the Russophobia is totally gone away since Trump took office.
I mean, I don't know about hockey voters though.
Yeah.
Wow, maybe there's still a few holdouts, but it's certainly not as much of a thing as it was.
I mean,
we don't hear Dominic Hasek saying they should have kicked out of the league like a couple of years ago.
It's affected Kucherov for at least the past few years.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, Kucherov also has his own other problems that he has on the ice. Like he's kind of a dirty player that you'll see. He's gone to stuff like that kind of does.
He's kind of like Draisaitl. He's just a grumpy guy and not great in front of the media. But,
not likable.
And Schaefer, of course, his mom had cancer, died of cancer.
Yeah, I know he has a lot, but
he's got the narrative. He's got the narrative.
He's a great bet under -200. And in fact, I'll probably end up betting him for. I don't hope Demidov. He keeps. I hope your argument has some sway there in terms of the market there, Archer, because I want to bet Schaefer. And I probably will at some point. It's just
it's the difference of the last 13 games. It's like 5 or 7 points somewhere in between there for Schaefer and 13 for Demidov. It's if he keeps at a point per game pace, it's gonna be noisy at the end of the day, I think. And he had a ton of love coming into the season. He was the darling at first. And then Schaefer comes out of nowhere and starts playing great in preseason. That's where it starts.
I don't know if he was ever the darling. He was the favorite, but once Schaefer showed up to camp and stuff, everyone he was the darling. He's had the narrative since before
7 games in.
Even in training camp, people are Matt Bird's always I haven't seen anyone play like this in a while. It was just right. That's when we got him 20-1, 25-1.
I know, it was great.
Yeah. So Demidov is the only guy that can win. Seneca, I don't think has a chance. If you have some sort of huge bet on Schaefer and you want to just sprinkle Demidov or take a nibble of Demidov there just to make sure you don't lose anything if Schaefer gets hurt, sure.
I mean, in all honesty, I bet Demidov a couple times at 550 because, those are kind of good bets when you're trying to protect against 22-1 tickets.
Yeah. Yeah. Find the best price, find the valleys, find the peaks and valleys.
Sure. But at this point, it's only Schaefer for me.
Yeah, speaking of having sway, let's go over to the sway man in the Vezina. Here, Swayman is tied for 5th with 14-1 with Hellebuck. You got Thompson plus 175, Sorokin plus 250, Shesterkin 10-1, Vasi 11-1 there. Sorokin's come down a ton. So, what did you get him at, Joel?
20-1.
I got my 50
that PDO cast really moved the market. Plus,
I was ahead of that. I had at 50-1. I said something in our chat. You don't remember that?
You picked every Russian though. You were like, I have this Russian. I have this Russian.
I love the Russians. What can I say?
I don't know. But 50-1. That's crazy.
He was because he was really bad at the start of the year, and I obviously was on him from the start.
He was really bad.
All right.
So I have,
what's your biggest What's your biggest
position's
position? What's your like your number one rooting interest for Vezina right now? Arch.
Vasilevsky.
Vasilevsky still
100%. I think he's the. I don't really agree with these numbers. I know Thompson was good for the first couple of months, but the difference between Vasilevsky's stats and Thompson's are very marginal at best. And he's played 4 games less because of an injury. That matters. But who do you think by the end of the year that the GMs are that's going to continue this pace really, and the GMs are going to vote for? I really think it's just Vasi. I don't. He's not too far behind in wins, not too far behind in anything. Sorokin at plus 250 is poisonous because his team might not make the playoffs. It's like 50-50. They do. And then he's got worse stats, obviously. And then Thompson's had a couple bad games. Caps look bad. Obviously, he could turn it around, but I think it's like a 2-horse race between Vasilevsky and Thompson. I still wouldn't bet any Thompson right now, but Vasilevsky 100% of the way. I think it's just the only thing you can look at right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. Certainly at price right now. I don't think that Sorokin is out of it by any means. I think that is
better too.
I don't know. Thompson and Sorokin are both the same right now for me. And yeah, Vasilevsky there at that price, certainly at double digits. I bet a lot of John Cooper, Jack Adams. So in tandem with that, you got to bet the goalie as well because that's typically how these things go. And I've got a lot of lightning stock. So, I have Vasilevsky in pocket, and I think that's the only bet to make at these current numbers. I don't see any of these guys down the list. Is the reason the Avalanche are going to win the President's Trophy because of Scott Wedgwood? No, absolutely not. Nobody's going to think that. And I don't see anybody else who can really steal. The Bruins losing, the defense is horrible, and Swayman is an elite goalie, but he's not even playing as much as you would expect him to be as a Vezina winner with the they roll a Corpusel out against the Sabres on Saturday, even though they don't play until Monday. That's always weird. That doesn't bode well for his future. I mean, if Connor Hellebuyck ruins he just kills our hopes and dreams once again, it saves the Winnipeg Jets season. That's really the only case here. I mean, Ottinger at 30-1 maybe because he's been very good lately, and the Stars an elite team. Everyone else is just total right off. I mean, Kemper 60-1. I mean, the Kings are far worse defensively this year, and he still has some pretty good numbers. Maybe he came at 60-1, but
he's hurt though. He's hurt though now. He just came.
Yeah, but he'll be back. It's not a long-term thing, as far as I know.
No, yeah, he's back. He's back at practice today or yesterday.
Yeah, but I think it's as fast. Let's see. Archer is 100% in line with me here. Get out of here, Smitty. He brings up Spencer Knight because I bet Dilly 1,000-1 that he win the He's a good better. He's only 18-1 now, but thankfully I don't offer a cash out button. So pop Dilly.
Yeah, Vasi has to be the play. He had a really bad start to the year. But after his first 5 games, save percentage .923. All of his 14 wins are in that span. He's like you guys said, so much more staying power with the voters, staying power with the Lightning. They're going to be winning games. Anything double digits for Vasi, I think, is bettable at this point. I think I would bet that. I might actually bet that after this podcaster. But Hellebuyck is a bit too short. If you called him 30-35-1 right before he came back from injury, it would have been a decent bet. But I don't think he can win anything. I think it's Sorokin or Vasilevsky, and having the Olympic break is only going to help those Russian guys.
That's true. Hellebuyck's going to be filled in by Team Canada there in February.
All right, before we move on here, we are brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. At Novig, you're getting the best prices. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And Rhythm has crushed NFL this season, especially on props. Been really good at identifying when to fade players and take those unders. Also got college basketball. You can run predictions off the house model or make your own and play with the sliders. It's super easy to sign up. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. I'm not sure if any other awards are really worth looking at. Hart is just McKinnon versus McDavid at this point, and DraftKings doesn't have Art Ross odds up. That's probably the way to.
I got some breaking news for kind of relevant to tomorrow's and tonight's game. Pyotr Kochetkov will miss the rest of the season after having surgery on his lower body. So should be very interesting tomorrow.
So it's Brandon Bussey and Freddie Anderson this one.
Yep. That's a good way to get rid of their 3 goalie tandem.
Do you want to fill Joel in on that breaking news there?
Pyotr Kochetkov will miss the rest of the season after his lower body and after having surgery on his lower body injury.
Yes. So
typical Canes goaltending atrocity.
Yeah. So once Brandon Bussey comes back down to earth and Freddie Anderson gets hurt, they have no one again. They have no one again.
Say hello to another Atlantic finalist in the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. You have any Hart thoughts, either of you? That it's just like wait and see, right?
Wait and see. I mean, it's a 2-horse race. Almost certainly.
Yeah. It's just by
pick your horse.
Yeah, it's really like what matters more, goals or overall points? Because it's kind of
team success.
That too, a little bit.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, McKinnon's plus 47, McDavid's plus 1. Like the goal differential with McKinnon
power play merchant
is insane. Yeah.
It's I think McKinnon should be shorter there, so he'd be the only bet for me, even with McDavid's incredible month of December.
Yeah, minus 150 for McKinnon, plus 130 for McDavid for the podcast listeners there. I think that's around the best available. Yeah, minus 145, plus 165 out of the Score and then FanDuel, respectively there. And I think
you want to make a case for the Werenski Norris Archer or
no?
Well,
yeah,
he's hurt now.
Yeah.
He's not going to be hurt long term.
Well, no, but
he doesn't have a chance anyway. Plus 450 is crazy.
3 points behind the car.
Well, someone has to be the second favorite.
If you want to have someone to go hot or keep high, Jacob Tricker in there, 35-1. If you want to have somebody to take on the car, that'd be my bet. But I'm not doing that.
Do you think Quinn Hughes has a chance?
No, that's me. I'm a dominator.
The Wild never score. Like he's gonna have a lot of minutes. They still have a mediocre power play. Yeah, Quinn Hughes isn't gonna usurp Makar this year. It's gonna be tough there in Minnesota if he stays there long term to do it again. As long as Makar is in his prime and on the Avalanche, it's gonna be really tough to beat him without having an incredible season. And I don't see anyone on this list who is gonna threaten that this year.
Yeah. Rocket Richard, McKinnon, minus 105. He's 6 goals up on Geeky, 7 on McDavid and Boldy. I think that's probably the way I'd play it over the Hart.
Rocket Richard, McKinnon? Yeah. Well, considering you're getting better odds.
Yeah, getting $50 there. Like it's
I don't know. Rocket Richard, though, is like it's more fluky. I'd rather just look at the award stuff. It's more predictable for me.
Yeah.
I would argue that actually Rocket's a little bit more predictable because it's only superstars. But there's really a handful of people that can.
Depends on what you're looking at. Like if you're just looking at the expected goals, like this guy hasn't scored this many games. He's
honestly, I think McDavid at plus 150.
But if you're just following what the voters are doing, like if you follow the media, that stuff is means more in terms of like yeah, sure. You can have Morgan Geeky going like a crazy scoring run again, and he can win out of nowhere. Whereas awards is like a fucking train. You can't stop a train once it's already rolling. You know what I mean? That's what the awards thing is. Like you can jump on the train at any time.
Only superstars really only win the Rocket though. It's not Morgan Geeky's winning the Rocket.
You get some crazy outliers,
like
Austin Matthews.
It is crazy to look back because it's Draisaitl, Matthews, McDavid, Matthews, Pasta, and Ovi a bunch. I got a Crosby in there. Like it's the same guys. It's the same guys. And
McKinnon's never won.
McKinnon's looking for
No, he's never won that one.
Yeah, so there you go.
He's never scored more than 45 actually. So he's on pace to destroy his own career record.
Yeah, true.
Any specific team futures interest you guys at all, or any World Junior stuff? We're getting into the 40-minute mark here. We can start wrapping this up.
I already mentioned Panthers. I like the over 96.5. We'll see when this podcast comes out what they're at after they play the Capitals, but it'll be around the same. But I like that bet anyway. Like I said, I like the Panthers to have a strong second half of the season. Kachuk is skating again. Yeah, they are typically a strong second half of the season team, especially now that they have to compete to even be in the playoffs, considering the mess that is the Eastern Conference. So they have to actually try, unlike prior years. So I like the Panthers to be solidly in the playoffs. Maybe if you're making futures parlays to make the playoffs, Panther stuff, something like that. With Northwest Division to win the NBA title. Shout out to Jokic with 56 points, 16 rebounds, 15 assists, something crazy like that. At Christmas, I was paying attention there as they beat the Timberwolves. Whereas OKC, they've lost 3 of the last 5 games, something like that. So look out for our Nuggies. Look out for Joker. Yeah, other than that, I haven't really. I was looking at Sabres to miss
minus 200. Yeah,
I was looking at that because this seems like the place you want to sell your Sabres stock. You're not gonna keep rolling like they have.
If anyone's holding Sabres stock, sell now. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because where are they in the Atlantic? They're still in tied for 5th with the Panthers. The Senators are better than them.
Go to the Senators.
The Bruins are arguably the same. Senators, minus 115.
Minus 115.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
I
bet
the way to
them at
play
a worse number,
yeah.
but so now even better.
Yeah, you can shop around for that. That's minus 115 is the best amount there, actually. I have a theory. Matthew Tkachuk is going to come back for the Winter Classic, play a few games, and then go back on the shelf until the Olympics. So I feel like that's what he's going for, trying to skate this week, see if he can play one game, and take it easy until the Olympics.
Must be nice just having your own podcast and all the clout you have with Team USA. Whereas Jason Robertson has to fight his way onto the team, even though he's a much better goal scorer. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Team Canada is going to win the Olympics.
Yeah. Also want to bring up the Avalanche to break the points record down to 10-1 now. We first brought it up when it was 20, 25-1. I think 30-1 it was at either DraftKings or FanDuel. They just keep rolling. I mean, 10-1 I feel like is getting too short to bet, but 851 save percentage, 28-2-7 so far. 2 regulation losses is just insane.
Yeah, if you extrapolate their pace, I think though they're not even that far ahead of 136 because you have to have a crazy record to actually beat it. I don't think that the Avalanche are going to keep getting away with these sloppy starts, but yeah, if you got 20-1, that's good on you. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a pessimistic fan. I'm not really a pessimist in general when it comes to my fandom because I typically cheer for winners. But I don't know. Like the Avalanche haven't been playing great. They just keep winning these games, and if they keep doing this, they'll break the record. But 10-1 though. Okay, take a shot, but I don't think it's a crazy valuable bet.
They're on pace for 139.6. I mean, their underlying metrics, they're by far the best in the league. Expected goals, scoring chances, not Corsi because Carolina
crazy healthy
from anywhere.
For once, we've had amazing injury luck. Like usually we get guys hurt all over the place past decade. But this year it's just been Nichushkin in missed games really, and you have to think that the other shoe's going to fall. But so far so good. Blackwood of course missed, but Wedgwood really stepped in.
I mean, $4 million in cap space if they want to add to the deadline. They have a few movable contracts, not many, but I mean they could upgrade like a Victor Olofsson or something. Kiviranta they could deal out for an upgrade. But yeah, like they're not playing well and they're still on pace for 140 points. Like that's you can go either way. You can go either way.
Relatively well, still playing well, but not.
Yes.
Is Bednar just gonna win the Adams then?
Unfortunately, that would be unfortunate.
Well, yeah, I would rather take this at 10-1 than Bednar to win Adams. Is basically the argument because I think he only gets it if they break the record. I did throw out in our group chat before potentially some Stars futures, but then they lost to whatever lowly team they played in the
Blackhawks.
Yeah, the Blackhawks and the
3-1, baby.
Yeah, and the Avalanche won. So I was like, all right, well,
one of the few things went well for me on that away goals angle.
Yeah. We should be back tomorrow. There's a big slate on Wednesday, but we did want to go. Joel prepped some of his favorite bets of the year, kind of a year-end review. I think we did this last year, possibly end of season. But I was just going to shout out myself and Archer. Archer, I think, was on this as well. Sam Bennett, Conn Smythe. It was that was fantastic. 150-1. I didn't think he was going to win it because he has the reputation of being a bit of a pest there in the playoff. But it came down to him and Marciano, two of the biggest pests there. So Panthers once again were great for us, but Sam Bennett especially.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. He set the record for away goals, I want to say, in the playoffs. If not the record, then really damn close to it. Yeah, and then of course he went back to being a mid player this season after getting the contract. But yeah, great bet by you guys. I have a bunch of stuff here. I'll just roll through them as quickly as I can. Otherwise, they'll get my ego too inflated. Yeah, I didn't do so well in the award stuff. I didn't bet a ton of NFL stuff. Heisman, no good. NHL stuff, no good. Fucking Hellebuck winning the Hart and Vezina. Calder was okay with Lane Hudson, but it would have been better Celebrini. But yeah, Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I made a list here. Okay, I got eight picks that went my well. All futures, of course. My favorite bets of the season. Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. This was emotional as well because I hate the fucking Chiefs and seeing Mahomes just getting bullied again like he did against the Buccaneers and Tom Brady a while ago. That was excellent. Rough Riders in the CFL, Saskatchewan. That was a nice one. Much better than the Winnipeg Blue Bombers last year where they shit the bed in the final as 11-point favorites. Ohio State, number 6. Very good win there. Australian Open, Jannik Sinner winning that. That was a very nice one. Only better one was in tennis was Iga Swiatek winning the Wimbledon. Very good results there. Panthers, of course, number 3. Did not have the same number, not even close to what you guys got on Sam Bennett, but that helped as well. I mean, most of it was just betting the Atlantic to win the Stanley Cup again and again. Yeah, my 2 favorites, though. Here we go. The Euros Ryder Cup. Like throughout late summer, early fall, like whenever I had a bad day, it was like, fuck, I'll just bet more Euros Ryder Cup and make it back. As long as they're plus money, I'm going to keep doing that. The Americans made it tough. That last Sunday, man, I just got out of the hospital. I was like, don't fucking do this, man. I can't take any more pain. Thankfully, Ludwig Aubert, he won his matchup, and fuck, I should know who shit the bed at the end. But the Americans, they really came back
Henley
on that Sunday. Was it Henley who shit the bed?
I think it was fucking Henley.
Could have been. But
I think I remember.
Boy Bryson, he tied Fitzpatrick after Fitz was up 4 holes. I remember that. JT had a great day. I think he won his matchup after being down multiple holes. But yeah, Euros Ryder Cup, very, very good there. And my favorite bet of 2025 was the Oklahoma City Thunder to win the Western Conference in the NBA and the final as well. Yes, thank you, Smitty. Thank you. He beat me to it, of course. Yeah, that was beautiful. Like almost made me a fan of basketball. Unlike the Auburn Tigers, that was probably my worst.
Fuck you, Smitty. Sorry.
Yeah, fuck you, Smitty. Yeah, Auburn losing after being up double digits, I think, against Florida in the Final Four in April. That was tough, but yeah, not a lot of great awards results, but the futures continue to keep rolling. So hopefully we'll get more of the same here in 2026. Let's go NFC West in the Super Bowl. That's the next one. Oh, and Georgia, OSU again for the Natty.
Yeah, you were talking about the Ryder Cup for like months leading up to it, like over the summer. Like any podcast you did was like, oh, make sure you guys add more Ryder Cup, and it came through for you.
Oh, fucking came out of the wire though.
Yeah. The best bets do, don't they?
No. No, I want to have a Kelpie win.
Yeah. All right. That's probably about going to do it for us here. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Leave some comments here. I got a comment 2 days ago from the Overseer 2041. Thanks for everything, guys. I love what you do. Catfish is my guy. He keeps it real. I love his energy as well as everyone else. ! Definitely $sign. So not emojis there, just the the old school dollar signs. Yeah. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN and get in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord. Any closing thoughts here before we sign off? Okay.
Matt Stafford, MVP. Better number now, minus 250. He's going to dominate the Falcons tonight.
I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
I'm Joel Meyer. You'll find me recommending a bet on the Swiss to beat the Germans. Once again, fading my own team. Tomorrow, minus 1.5 there. You can find that around even money. Love that. The Germans not a good team. The Swiss are very, very competitive. They have a bunch of legit players coming back from last year as well. Great goalie. Just Germans play tonight. They're playing a better goalie tomorrow. But I think the Swiss roll tomorrow, and you should find a lot of CLV if you think that's sooner than later.
I'm protesting.
See ya.